Mr. Mars has put together something special for all of us.
Something special.
Because I bet everybody has their own story about one of the 5 worst cars ever made. I don't know why you just narrowed it down to 5.
Well, because of time. I just figured time because it's so subjective as to what's good, what's bad, and what's the worst and what's the best. So this is just 5 of the ones that you can put a little data behind to say that this is one of the worst vehicles. And for example, one that comes to mind real quick and easy is the Ford Pinto. It was manufactured from 1971 to 1980.
It was a very popular car, and they sold a bajillion of them.
Mm-hmm. They really did. They sold, in fact, the first year they sold 220,000.
Is that rust?
And then they recalled every one of them.
Well, I
think they used to call them exploders. I think
they did. But before that, they had the gas fumes got into the cab or the passenger compartment, and that was the reason they had to recall all of them. But it came in 3 models, and it blew up a lot, and it was
only if you hit it.
True. And had a lot of recalls, and it was a big problem for Ford, so they quit manufacturing that.
There's mine.
The Vega. The
Ladies
Chevy Vega.
And gentlemen, I had 2 of them.
Did you?
I did. I had a 72, and then I went all into a 74.
You know, I really always liked the way those look. Look like a baby Camaro or something.
Yeah.
And, they never did really come with a lot of big power or anything. It was just kind of stylish, but they had a tendency to break down a lot. They had overheating problems. Yep. The aluminum engine was part of the problem. It just would get too hot.
Didn't they have a Copo version of that?
They had a Cosworth version.
Okay.
It was a little bit of a hot rod.
Yep.
They sold over 2 million of these vehicles, and most of them
I was one of the morons that bought them, but I never had a problem with mine.
Yeah, they made great. I mean, I thought that was really cool. The ones that did the V8 conversion, and particularly the little wagon, it just looked really cool. But another one that was out there that really didn't do so well was the AMC Gremlin. Had a kind of a quirky design to it, kind of boxy. But it also had reliability issues, and it didn't really run very fast. It didn't even sell very good. It was made from 1970 to 1978. They only sold 671,000 of those vehicles total. So it just, it just didn't turn out to be very popular, although they make some pretty good hot rods right now.
Yeah, they do.
Then, the one your favorite probably, Don, is the Corvair.
Oh, God.
Not
the first model.
No, not the first model. I mean, they were built from 1960 to 1969. So the first ones came out with a flat 6 at 80 horsepower. It was under $2,400 to buy this thing.
Hold me back.
And but
that was to compete with the Volkswagen Beetle.
Absolutely. And of course, they sold 1.8 million of them during that whole time. But really, what really hurt it was the Ralph Nader's book, Unsafe at Any Speed, where he went into why it would lose control, the rear engine, the swing axle. A lot of these things that, even though they fixed some of them, the car just kind of faded away. Mm-hmm. And then whenever you get down to this one, I think this one really died because it was just so ugly. The Pontiac Aztek, built from 2001 to 2005. It was actually the first midsize SUV CUV that came to market. It had a V6 with a 4-speed automatic, and they marketed it as a sport recreational vehicle. And some of the advertisements had tents and had places you could put your bikes and your canoes and snowboards. It even had a 2-piece tailgate that had cup holders on it for tailgating. Part of that whole get it the family and get out and get busy type thing. And basically, though, it was just plain ugly. And there's some more out there, but I thought that was a good place to start.
Yeah, that's a good one. All right. Hey, if you'd like to get in touch with us, please do. Shoot us an email. The address is info@inwheeltime.com. And be sure to follow us on Facebook. Back after these brief messages.